Make sure you join us. That's all I'm talking Triple M footy. A Saturday, we are now. I'm guessing this game's at Etihad, Western Bulldogs and the Brisbane Lions, and the first look at the rub for the year, the Saturday afternoon style. And I understand that Spud is sitting on something explosive.
And I'll tell you, if it's what I think it is,
Yep.
it concerns our mild-mannered chief football reporter.
That's it.
So,
And the way he goes about things.
Yes.
So all I suggest is that you listen for
That's been brewing for the entire off-season, you realise.
If it's what I think it is,
Yeah.
it's one of the more, and you think I'm joking about this, I've never been more serious. It's one of the more disturbing things
No, it is.
I've ever heard
No, it is.
about him.
And I wait
Or
with
anyone.
bated breath for Spud to put it on him and then to hear what the Purple's got to say about what gets put on him.
Yeah.
It'll be on.
Because it's shocking.
More than shocking, Jim. It's like it's like a falsification.
May not be the only person he takes umbrage with,
Well,
Spud,
and-
after he's done with Purple.
Let me just say this to you.
Let me just say this to you, Schwatter. He can only take down
Yeah,
Purple.
it's really all he's got.
He's picked a second easy target, Gaz.
That's really all he's got.
Oh, sure, are you going to cop it?
Let me just say this. So keen was Spud to get this into the public forum. He stalked our Friday rub last week, didn't he, along Clarendon
He
Street?
walked up and down
Trying to belt
the lift open so
That's
he can
it.
get up and get some airtime. The sense of anticipation coming through from our audience about this, the build-up. Do yourself a favour and tune into today's rub. Spud looks locked, loaded and ready to explode.
That's it.
Less than 2 minutes. Are you nervous, Spud? Barrett will be epic today, rubbing the hands to get... This is the sort of stuff.
They know it.
A snapshot.
They understand it.
And I tell you what, Jim, Good Friday is a day of rest.
It is.
For me, anyway.
It is.
I woke at about 10:30, grabbed the coffee, went back to bed. And by 2, when I got up and went to the couch, I was beside me. I thought the world had ended, and then the text started. And that's how bored we are.
That's it.
We texted each other,
Exactly.
all of us, for
That's
a group in text for about an hour and a half
That's it.
yesterday. And I tell you, these two, we're doing all the talking
They can't
at the
look at
moment,
each
but
other.
These two over here not looking at each
They
other.
cannot. Spud
I don't
can't
know
look
what's going
at
on.
the Warrior.
But it's nice to have them in here.
Oh, Spud.
I've got a in the pit of me gut. I'm a bit sort of dry, parched. I'm sort of, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but it's sort of pre-game nerves.
Well, last Friday
getting a
night we did the rub from Clarendon Street,
Yep.
and you were trying to get on air then. You were trying to bust into the
I
show.
was up in Penrith too, and I tried to get through the Triple M studios in Sydney. Couldn't get on. So, look, there's been a lot of people ringing me up over the last 6 months about me, but about a lot of the team and someone in particular in this box. And there is an elephant in the room, and at some stage, I'm not sure when we need to get it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go off in the holster, though. That's the issue, whether I just get too excited early.
But
But
pace yourself. That's the suggestion here from a couple. Deep breath, engage brain, speak, or Purple will wipe the floor with you.
yeah, and that's the issue I've got, because I've been sitting on something for a long time, and I haven't told anyone other than the person that told me about something in particular, so we'll have to get to that later on.
Well, all I know, Gaz, is that when Spud does the ring around, that's when you know trouble's on its way. When he does some preemptive striking on the phone prior to the show.
And I prefer that he runs them past me, because sometimes he thinks he's got something that's not great.
It's not actually that
But
good.
he hasn't even come to me with this,
No,
so I
I
don't know.
I can't.
Well, Purple, this has been, as I said, 5 months in the brewing, and there have been days in this summer where I've been maybe at the Gabba doing the cricket, and I've just checked my phone after a commentary stint. There have been 5 or 6 texts between the two of you, and this is like January. So people think it stops, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. And I'm a bit worried about what could happen to me physically in the next
Nothing will happen.
How's your summer been, Spud? You happy with yourself and how you're presenting yourself to
No, it's been quite good. I haven't basically seen you for 6 months, so it's been excellent. We've tweeted a couple of times begrudgingly, so I've had to sort of return fire a little bit, but I'm looking forward to...
You've lost about 15k.
Working with you.
Not as physically intimidating
No,
as
I haven't.
No,
I'm still pretty strong, mate. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about...
I have noticed you're in good nick, Spud. You must be, a treadmill or bike or...
no bread, mate.
No bread?
No alcohol during the week. Weekends only.
What about Friday
nights?
nights?
Probably a couple. Now and again. But no, that's basically been it.
You've done much work since we
A lot. A lot. Been very
lot.
busy.
Have you done much work?
We have.
That big Coaches Association
We have been
check.
down there, you've seen it? No.
Take the
we've
money
been,
out of the AFL.
doing a lot of work
yourself
behind
about
the
200
scenes.
and Armour about 100.
No, that is a lie, Damo.
Put out 3 press releases
Is that,
over
is
summer.
that what you're bringing to the table now? Is that it? Okay, let it go.
Which was
Give me
your
yours.
favourite press release over the summer? Was it the Kurt Tippett one, or was it the
Well,
the
what
Dean
was it
Bailey
about?
one? Oh, well, you couldn't be bothered putting a couple out. You got Armour to do. Paul Armstrong. You clearly,
What
when
would I
you're
have put out
swatting your
about
way
Kurt
around
Tippett?
the resorts in North Queensland, you got Armour to put out
Kurt
one.
Tippett wouldn't
to
have had
say you were
nothing to do with the-
disappointed with
Hang on.
Dean Bailey's.
Kirk Tippett wouldn't have had nothing to do with the Coaches
The
Association.
Coaches Association is
Kurt Tippett.
disappointed with the finding handed down on Dean Bailey. You're disappointed.
Well, we were.
You sort of left it there, a couple of pars, and just
No,
left
no,
it there.
he's still integral part of the Adelaide Football Club.
The one I liked the best was the one when you put out one about the Essendon time, and it's about 15 paragraphs long, and I nearly fell asleep through it, but I'm glad I stayed awake
I'm
for it.
falling asleep with what you're
You said this.
dribble that's coming out your mouth at the moment.
I want to urge caution to the media,
Okay.
how they report this story.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the
We'll
people
be
at home
right.
are really
We'll be
excited
right.
about
We'll
that.
be right with that.
This is just an early
Is this
sort
the
of...
the first
Yeah,
round
it
where they're
is.
dancing
It is.
out?
They're just dancing around.
Yeah,
Just
I
showing
agree.
out little left jabs.
In
but
fact,
not-
this might almost be the weigh-in.
The guys,
Yeah.
Your Wayne.
there's a couple of guys just doing some gardening at home. They've stopped digging the weeds out, and they're just.
How was your first day back in the Fox Footy booth? Was it you happy?
Yeah,
with,
no, that was good.
You looked good. I thought
Yeah, no,
you'd lost
yeah.
a lot of weight, and your suit was
Yeah,
nice.
no,
and you
pretty sharp. Look good.
interviewed interviewed a few players, and you had this was your first question for the whole year to Callan Ward, who was the GWS captain. It didn't quite go down all that well for you.
Probably not conducive to high marks now, that ball being slippery, but that was an area, Callum, that you really did struggle last year, getting the ball inside your forward 50.
Sorry, mate, I was talking to Bazzy. I completely missed that.
He put a grab in.
That's a
come
low
with
blow.
he's come
That
prepared
is
with
a
a paddy.
Did he-
low blow.
I'm not sure he actually knew who you were, not just to hear your question. That's the captain of a footy club.
It was
Just
one of the
gave
best
you-
questions too. Well, what's his
Gave you
nickname?
cricket.
What's Callum Ward's nickname? I've now done some homework. I think it's Cementhead. We now know
Well, now
why.
he's potting the captain.
Well, he was down there taught in the Barry Hall, and fair enough too.
Oh,
But
no.
I was pretty disappointed with that.
Anyway, you going to come back at me, or is it?
No, that's. I think we'll just wait for a while.
Well, we get Spud wants Spud time.
He does, I
with
think he
no
wants
introduction. So we get
clear
with
air.
no interruption. Sorry. So we're going to give him that.
I've saved a little bit too. I've saved a little bit in case I need it. I'm just going to see where he takes the next 2 hours.
All right, we'll let these
Nice
two just
email.
continue to spar and dance around each other. We
All right,
can't
Spud.
continue
Well,
unless we clear the air.
Everyone in this room's on notice, not only Warrior.
Hang on.
No, I'm
Hey.
telling you now. I just want to get it off my chest.
Spud.
Get on
You
with it, then,
you
Spud.
tread very
No
carefully.
interjecting, right? And I've got one at the end, but I'm not sure whether I'll go with this one. I think it's bomb-worthy, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to see
Get on with it.
how it goes.
Get
But
the
Gaz,
bomb ready.
I've heard your pre-season is one about watching this.
Is he going to me?
Yep,
Starting with you.
Georgie Shaw show.
Geordie.
Georgie Shaw. Geordie, is it? Sorry,
Geordie.
I thought it was George.
No, D.
But you just
I love it.
you tape it, you IQ
Yeah, I love it,
it,
mate.
you watch replays of it.
I would.
Need to get something else in your life other than that.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Well, don't criticise until you've seen
But
it.
also know
Oh,
the
no.
media landscape has changed somewhat from you at the moment, because I sort of went on this AFL website type set up a couple
Not
of weeks
a
ago.
AFL website.
AFL.
A million hit a week sort of style
And
setup.
Matty Thompson,
Yep.
I love him.
I love him too.
Now, just have a listen to the Matty. Matty was excited. It was like a little.
Another grab.
No, look, he was like a little fox terrier. He had half a woody because you were coming in, and he was so excited. You know, a little fox up and down your leg. Oh no! And he just built up for a month,
Yeah.
and he's just ready to go off the hole. So listen to your return to Matty.
And our AFL.com.au expert to take us through our footy focus previews is a very familiar face. Garry Lyon, welcome to the AFL website, Gaz.
Matty, great to be here. Absolute privilege to be working with you. Footy about to get underway. Plenty to get through today. Well, hang on.
Well,
What's wrong with
a bit of humour, a bit more
that?
excitement.
Humour. Just a straight Spud.
What did Matty Thompson have?
8 minutes. I had to be
He had
there.
half a woody for a month. You walking in there, and he was
and
excited.
a fully by the end of it.
You didn't give him much, though, guys.
Great to be here. Ex-footy
You
excited.
probably need to see the website and your body language as well, instead of hearing
That's the
it.
best you got from me after
Nah,
6 months.
anyway, just
Right,
need to-
just a fair
I know
slapping
JB's
start.
sitting there chortling a little bit, but last Sunday, I was up at the rowing and got on the plane about 2:30 and got on the Qantas flight. JB sitting there.
You saw him?
Yeah, g'day mate, g'day Danny. So I started talking to him, and I'm obviously down in economy. He's in business class. And there's a couple of people waiting to get into the chair, but I was sort of half. He said, "Spud, you better go back."
He sent you on his way.
But anyway, I only have to walk to the next column because I'm on the exit aisle, just behind business class.
Yep, close.
Plane lands. Yep. And exit doors open, out we get, both carry on luggage, both going to valet.
Sort of hangs around, waits for you.
He's, and the bloke goes, Danny, how you going? I said, look, in a minute, mate, I've got to go and see me mate JB, he's just up the road here. So he's 15 yards in front, and we're walking, he's pretty quick, and I'm sort of catching, I'm 10 yards behind. Got to about 8 metres, and I'm thinking...
Long story, this.
He's not going to turn round.
Now, he kept going.
He kept going, and I thought, no, I'm not going to belittle myself and say anything, but I've got no doubt if it was one of his wanker mates' heels, slats, Tubby, who's Nico, who calls him Brace.
Oh, that's not on.
What do you think, Brace? What do you think, Brace? Come on. What do you think, Brace? You know, Spinner Swallow, Drew Petrie, punter, he would have waited for them. Absolute donuts.
Don't forget Bluey.
Oh, Bluey.
He would have carried him out the plane.
What do you think, Brace? Just call me Jim Barb. Seriously.
Sorry,
some of those half lunchtime segments, mate.
Just wiped him, JB.
I did. I actually forgot he was on the plane, Spud, so I'm sorry about that, Spud.
No, don't be sorry. It wasn't good enough.
No, that's not
how we roll.
So anyway, we talk about the media war. I think AFL, we're very lucky to be involved in it. I think we should focus on the footballers, the coaches, the clubs.
Yeah.
Well,
when a couple of heavyweights, like yourself and Robbo, have just had this feud for another month, I think it's time to get a real grip. 3 million Chinese couldn't give a stuff, mate, about what you and Robbo are having this feud about. I'm actually on Robbo's side on this one. I'd love to see a punch on, because I reckon he'd get the big right fist straight into your little chin as it gets up there when you laugh. And also, Adam Hamilton invited Damian Barrett over to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Warrior said, I saw Adam Hamilton last week, said, look, I can't go, I'm sitting on something. So anyway, as he broke the story, Kyle Remus, big story, huge.
No, the Essendon story.
The Essendon story, huge.
Story
and I don't say that lightly, it was a huge story, but I think someone said, Dennis Pagan said, let someone else talk about how good you are if you start sort of, blowing your own trumpet. So when Adam Hamilton came back, Warrior shouted him out for lunch, and he said, you see why I couldn't go over? I've broken the single biggest story in the history of the game.
Those his exact words.
Would I have said that?
You said that. And I was going to get Adam Hamilton on from TAB Sportsbet, and he will back that up. You go and ring him up.
Have you finished? 'Cause I've got one more
It's
for you.
tab.com.au.
No, well, you go now. I've got one I don't think I can go with.
What do you mean
you go first. I'll just work out.
I don't think I can
go.
go.
You go now.
Should I go first? Yes?
Yeah, you go. I don't think I can go with
been
this.
the explosive stuff I thought. So
No, but anyway.
Go, should I go first?
Well, hurry up.
You're my boss.
Am I in it?
No.
Okay, go.
All right. Daddy,
Yes.
did you recently speak at a high-end seminar, high-end of town, high-end of world-scale seminar on the topic of concussion in sport?
Yeah, I did. There was a 3-day seminar.
That's
run
right.
by
No,
the
that was just
AFL.
yes and no for a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
Were you a keynote speaker at that seminar?
Yes, I was.
In that seminar, were there a lot of medical experts flown in from around the world,
Zurich.
like high-end
Zurich, yep. There was.
United
Yes.
States people?
Yes.
Yep. England as well?
Yeah,
Yep. Okay. They're the easy ones, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Are you, or have you ever been, a doctor?
Well, that's pretty easy to answer. No.
Were you introduced to that seminar as a doctor?
Hang on. He's up purple. He's up
that's
purple.
ridiculous.
That's good. Oh, he's turned. Get the body language is fun. He's turned into the corner.
What do you mean you might have been?
Well, I didn't want to.
What, Dr. Danny Frawley?
Yeah, but I didn't want to interject and
Danny Frawley.
It gets better.
Jim.
Did you at any stage correct that reference to you being a doctor?
No.
Did you find yourself in conversations with doctors from around the world?
I had a name tag on. I didn't. Look, in my defence, I didn't check the name tag.
In my defence. So
Did your name tag say this? Dr. Daniel Frawley.
As I found out later on, it did. But someone passed me the name tag and I put it on.
I want to clear this up. You knowingly were introduced as a doctor.
Well,
you wore a name tag saying you're a doctor, and you chose not to tell anyone.
Apparently it's on Twitter.
I'm about
now.
It's already tweeted.
Did you tweeted the
Did you
photo?
put that on Twitter?
Yes.
Dr. D. Frawley AF.
All right.
Hey, all right. Well,
Okay,
I'll tell you
no.
what I need to do.
No.
Right? I've also, Gary,
I'm getting this one out now.
Gary, I had an email. I've had an email sent to me. Right. I wasn't going to
not
go.
that funny.
I wasn't going to go with this, but I'm going to now, and I'm going to read it. And it says the following, and it's from Danny Frawley, CEO AFL Coaches Association,
Where'd you get this from?
and it's
Luke.
sent to our producer and also to the Purple Headed Warrior. As you know, mate, my brand is rising, and there is nothing you could say that will affect my standing, not only in the media but in the community in general. I am riding a crest of a wave that is only in its infancy.
This is a private email.
Once the wave builds, I will squash anyone in my path, even you skinny, pasty-faced, wispy-haired, boggle-eyed freak. Give it your best shot. I've got a few coming your way anyway. We'll only pull trigger if I hear your dribble.
That explains what I have to run with now. Have I got
We'll
time?
go on. You've got time.
Right,
Finish
mate.
it off.
All right.
Bring us home,
I think I'm
Spud.
worried now.
This is Bombworthy. Now, the footy show.
He was holding this.
Great
He's
time
very
slot. Great time slot, 8:30, by the way.
Oh, yeah, good.
Because I'm sort of an
Yeah,
early,
yeah, yep,
so I like the time slot.
Good.
You've had, 4 or 5 shows?
Yep.
I've
6,
had
maybe.
a panellist on your show
Yeah.
has come to me with some alarming...
A player.
Yes.
Better not be about me.
And as you know, you've had, 4 shows or
4 or
5?
5, yep.
So you're talking about a dozen guys being on your show. One of them has come to me with some alarming news about Damian Barrett.
Oh, that's better. I like
And I had to go and have a coffee with him to eyeball this player.
Yep.
Now, before the show, you all get makeup on.
Yeah.
And we all do that. And as we can see, the Warriors' hair is going sort of V-like at the top, with a little bit of a shirl with a curl, that little top knot there, like a... Now, he said to me...
What?
That Damian Barrett, an hour before the Channel 9 footy
I
show,
don't
the
like where
highest
this is
rating
going.
show in Victoria,
I don't like where this is going.
I know it's.
the girl was putting his hair in a hair straightener.
Come on, Spud. I won't put up with you saying on our station.
Never happened.
I won't put up with that.
That
Spud.
did not happen.
As we know in the media, I cannot divulge sources whatsoever.
I won't have that said about Purple.
I'm telling you now.
Hey, I want Damian. I want the Warrior to deny this now and knock it on the head.
Purple.
You
Come on,
eyeball me
Purple, come on.
and deny you have had your top knot.
It was that day when it was really windy.
Oh,
So you got your hair in a hair
I
straightener.
was done without my knowledge.
Is this true? Is it true? Come on.
Yeah.
I can't look at him.
Believe what I'm hearing.
I didn't do it.
Got one of those hot irons out and straightened his hair.
Straightening
Girl
iron.
We've got the
style.
The
doyen,
lovely Sarah
JB.
felt it looked like it had to be
We've got
done.
the doyen of commentators in the background here, Dennis Committee, who's just had to sit down.
I
He
think Dan
cannot
might have done that
believe.
this day. Oh, I can't. Oh.
That is. I
Go,
can't.
go.
Have we got a bomb?
Go to a break.
We need a bomb.
But we
That-
need
that
to
is a bomb.
Here it comes. Purple. You can't get your hair straightened.
Sarah did it. I didn't even have a know what
now
she's doing.
You dye it, and now you're
No, I've
straight.
never
No,
done
give
it.
us a look. I want to touch it. Was it that little bit there? How did she
Don't touch me.
No, how
Don't
did she
touch me.
straighten it? How did she straighten your hair? Was that little bit there? That fluffy
I
bit?
can't believe it.
So, boys, I've got to tell you, I know we're going to rip this game apart.
Yep,
We're going to
looking
tear
forward
it
to it.
every which way, but I need to just address
There's been an
the
explosion.
on the Twitter page.
Yep.
How have they assessed round one?
I'll mention names, but don't wobble yourself, because you'll get suspended.
get a suspension.
As a couple already have. Clinton Young, the Collingwood player, says, outstanding rub today. Damo should never compete against Spud in a verbal stoush again. Go Dr. Spud.
Well done, Young.
I like this
Dr.
one
Spud.
from Matty Hosking. All I can take from that is that Spud's missus still won't let him pay extra to fly business. Hashtag grow some balls. Hashtag whip.
And that is true, Spud.
And it
stuff,
goes on and on. This is Tim at Malton. Damo's new nickname, Hair House Warehouse.
Yeah, house
Warehouse. Warehouse. What a joke Spud and Warrior have become. That's from Jeff Wiles. So it goes on and on and on. So
There was only one winner though, wasn't there? Like when you look through the Twitters.
you were on the mat, and then the comeback.
You clawed your way off.
Did you lose belief halfway through?
Never, ever,
could see
Spud.
you knew I had something.
No,
I
I knew
thought
you had
you were
something.
gone, Spud. I thought you were 8 count and finished.